30 and 3.
Sirach 30:3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy,
Right.
and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Right. What's a better life than teaching your son this truth? Teach him how to serve the Most High. That's what grieve the enemy. You're going to have joy in that. Why you going to have joy in that? Because, you're going to see your sons and your daughters, grow up uprightly, and the enemy mad because they want to teach them. That's why the enemy mad. That's why it says he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. The enemy mad as hell that he can't get your kids into those nasty ass school systems and teach them his psychology, his philosophies, his wicked science, his ideologies. He get mad when you sit here with your son and you just teaching him the scriptures. Teach him how to walk in peace. Teach him how to trust the Lord. Allowing him to watch you, apply your faith. Allowing your children see y'all, go through whatever, and you continue to call on the name of the Lord and the Most High make things happen. That's a beautiful thing, So let's start getting into these precepts, man. Let's start here. Let's start with Luke 15 and 11. Luke 15 and 11.
Luke 15:11. And he said, a certain man had 2 sons.
Right. Read.
And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living.
Right. Some of us lose patience in this truth. This is a parable of 2 sons. Namely, more specifically, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. It's really a parable of the northern kingdom getting impatient and leaving the father and going off into idolatry. But we can apply this to day-to-day living. Some brothers get impatient in this thing. Some sisters get impatient and they want to use everything that that Father gave them for the world. Right? Go to 13.
Verse 13. And not many days after the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance.
He did what?
Wasted his substance.
And that's there's no better life than the life you living with the Father. You're gonna waste your substance. That's what happened. You go out there and the enemy trick you into thinking, oh, you had it made before you came into this truth. You're gonna go straight out there and waste everything you got, man. You're gonna waste the wisdom and knowledge. That's gonna be stripped from you. You're gonna waste the health to your bones. That's gonna be stripped from you. You're gonna waste your family. That's gonna be stripped from you. The thing about it is that we all gonna suffer. We all gonna suffer. But you gotta determine, whether you rather suffer for righteousness' sake or you just want to suffer for just being a nigga. How niggas suffer. You understand me? Keep reading.
With riotous living.
Right.
And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land.
Right.
And he began to be in want. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country.
And what happened?
And he sent him unto his fields to feed swine.
To feed swans, man. Show you the world don't love you. He joined himself to the people that, they tricked him. That's what happened. That's what the world do. Because he wasted his substance, so obviously it was something that he had that was special about him. You know what I mean? That the world wanted. As soon as the world got that special thing from him, they kicked him to the curb. As soon as he had nothing else to offer them, they sent him to waddle around with the damn pigs, man. That's how the world is. That's how the world is. Ain't nothing out there. It ain't a damn thing out there. Trust me, man. I know. You go out there, look. Didn't it say, read that famine part again.
Verse 14. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land.
Right. And I witnessed brothers lead this truth. And you see them again, they done lost 40 pounds. They done lost their house, their car, their job, their wife, their children. You know? Give me John 17:3. Read that. John 17:3.
John 17:3. And this is life eternal.
And this is what?
And this is life eternal.
That what?
That they might know thee, the only true God, and Yahweh Shai, whom thou hast sent.
Right. And if you don't know the Most High, you're not living life. That's what it is. A lot of people, they go to the world because they don't know the Most High. They haven't tested. They haven't walked in this walk. You know what I mean? They haven't read the scriptures and applied it and tried it. But read that again. Watch what he said.
And this is a life eternal.
This is life eternal. This is real life. This is when you start to live. Go ahead.
That they might know thee.
That they might what?
That they might know thee, the only true God, and Yahweh Shai, whom thou hast sent.
Right. Give me John 10:10. So life, you begin to live life when you begin to know the Father and his Son. You know, that's life eternal. And a lot of our people, they just not living. You're just not living. That's why things are rough. Give me that, John 10:10.
John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
Read it again.
The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
That's all that's out there, man. That's all that's out there. The thief gonna come trick you. He gonna steal from you. He gonna kill. He gonna destroy everything you got, man. That's all that's out there, man. There's another precept I wanted. Give me Matthew 4:8. 4:8.
Matthew 4:8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain.
Right.
And sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world.
Right. The devil took him and he showed him everything. Look, man, I can give you this. I can give you that. You want this. You want that. Go ahead. Watch this.
And the glory of all them.
Right.
And saith unto him, all these things I will give thee.
Right.
If thou wilt fall down and worship me.
Right. So you have to make decisions. You have to make the same decisions that Yahweh Shai made. So Yahweh Shai was faced with the same decision that brothers are faced with on a day-to-day. Should I lead the truth and go, go try to gain the world? Should I lead the truth and try to go get the glory and fame and honor of the world? But what Yahweh Shai say? Read that.
Then Yahweh Shai said unto him, get thee hence, Satan. For it is written that thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve.
Right. So you see Yahweh Shai making this decision, being faced with that. And he told him the right thing. Look, man, I'm only going to serve the Most High. And you have to make your mind. You can't be on the fence. And that's where we at in this truth. That's where we at in this truth. You can't be on the fence. Unless you're going to get the benefits from this truth, you got to have your mind made. You hear me, Judah? You got to have your mind made, man. You can't be on the fence and toss to and forth and unsure about if this truth work or not. And you ain't tried it. You got to have complete confidence in the Most High, man. And those are the seasons. It's a different season now. You know, the Most High he's separating people now. You know, that's what's going on. Give me Matthew 19:29.
Book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 29.
Read that.
And every one that hath forsaken houses.
They have what?
Forsaken houses.
So you have to forsake houses. And what else?
Or brethren.
Some brothers you might have to cut off. What else?
Or sisters.
Right?
Or father.
Right?
Or mother.
Right. Those are tough decisions. That's decisions. Those are the times we in right now. These are tough decisions, man. Go ahead.
Or wife.
Even wives. Go ahead.
Or children.
Even children. Go ahead.
Or lands.
Right.
For my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life.
Not only did Yahweh Shai not want what the devil had to offer for him, he forsook it. He hated it. All for the glory that he was going to get from his Father. And that's what you got to decide, you know. You have to decide that on your own. And I'm learning that when I first came into this truth, I was just trying to get everybody to believe, but I didn't understand that nobody's going to, only those that the Most High call, those are the ones that's going to believe. He called them before they were born, you know, and this is the call we letting out, because when we let this call out, they're going to remember this voice, the voice of Yahweh Shai calling them back, man. You know, and that's the beautiful thing about it, you know. Get Matthew 5 and 29, I believe. Matthew 5 and 29, yeah. Bring it out.
So Matthew chapter 5 verse 29.
Bring it out.
If thy right eye offend thee,
right,
pluck it out,
right,
and cast it from thee.
And when it's going into the eye, it's going into members of the body. It's not talking about your literal eye seeing things and causing you to go off. An eye is a member of the body, and we're all different members of this body with all different parts. So the eye is going into the seer, man. It's going into a individual that you're getting advice from, that's seeing things in any other way different than what Yahweh Shai seeing, perspective. So if you reading these scriptures and you got a brother, a sister, a mother, a father that's telling you contrary to what Yahweh Shai is seeing and telling you, you got to cut them off, man. And then you're going to get that. And if you don't learn to cut somebody off that's construing your view on this truth, if you don't cut them off, guess what they're going to do? It's going to be part of the reason a brother could get sifted out, you know. Keep reading.
And cast it from thee.
Right.
For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
Right. So, hey, man, you may have to cut a brother off, a sister, mother, or father. Keep reading.
And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off.
Thy right hand offend thee. And it's not talking about your little hand. It's talking about somebody that's close to you, man. A member of the body. Go ahead.
And cast it from thee.
Why?
For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
Right, one of your members should perish. Give me 1 Corinthians 12 and 12. 1 Corinthians 12 and 12.
Speak of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 12.
Read.
For as the body is one,
right,
and hath many members.
Have what?
And hath many members.
Read.
And all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahweh Shai.
Right, so we're many members in the body of Yahweh Shai. Your right hand start offending you, you got to cut it off. Your right eye start offending you, you got to pluck it out. That's talking about people that you got to cut off. So there's decisions that you got to make in this truth, man. You know, it's not going to be an easy walk. You know, give me 1 Corinthians. Go to 1 Corinthians. Not actually 2 Timothy 3 and 12. 2 Timothy 3 and 12.
2 Timothy 3 and verse 12.
Read that.
Yea, and all that we will live godly.
All that what?
And all that we will live godly.
All that will live godly.
Oh. Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution.
Right, you're gonna suffer, you're gonna go through some things. But that's the condition of the battle. You know what I mean? Get that in 2nd Ezra 9 and 57. 2nd Ezra 9 and 57, I believe. Go to 7 and 57. 7 and 57. It's the condition of the battle, you know? Yeah.
Look at 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight.
All right, these are the conditions. If you was born of a woman, you can't escape it. There's no, I'm going to lead the truth and find an easier path, or the truth is, this is the condition, man. And as a soldier, you have to understand these things. Everybody that was born on this earth was born to prevail, to struggle, right? Even when you're born, to come forth, you had to beat millions of other people that were trying to get here. Think about how difficult that was, man. Just you being here shows you that you're an overcomer. You're already great, but don't let, we got social media and the society and this mind state, and the mind state of the people is getting fickle. It's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. That's why the suicide rate is going up, is because the people weak-minded. You got to understand, the Lord created you mighty. You know what I mean? He created you strong. He created you as an overcomer. Like, keep reading. These are the conditions that we under. All of us. Read that.
That if he be overcome.
That if he be what?
That if he be overcome.
Then what?
He shall suffer.
He shall what?
He shall suffer, as thou hast said.
Right, there's no escape. If you get overcome, you're gonna still suffer. But what?
But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. The
reward, man. So you gotta fight the good fight. You hear me? What's that mean to you? What I'm teaching you and what you see, what you've seen in life. How old are you now?
14.
You're 14. So what have you gathered in life thus far? Just not being politically correct or saying something that you think that I might want to hear. Let me hear Judah's side. Let me hear what you've gathered the 14 years of your life.
Like just overall?
Overall, with the struggle, you seen, because we've been through a lot. It was a brother, he sent a comment and he said, "Oh, y'all like the Huxtable family in the truth." That was like a sitcom, like Bill Cosby and his son, and they had this perfect black family, and they would we not know perfect. If they look, man, Judah, if they could really understand what we've been through. You know what I'm saying? They look at us and they assume that we're just the perfect family. But a lot of people couldn't have survived the things that we survived. You think? Right.
Most people can't just survive what happened over there on Dubai.
Yeah, that was tough, wasn't it?
Let alone what happened in Florida.
Yeah. People could have died. But look how far the Most High brought us. But it's been a fight, isn't it? It's been a fight, so what have you gathered?
Stay strong.
Yeah. Stay strong. You got precept?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
Revelations 3 and 12.
Bring it out.
Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God.
Right.
And he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God.
Right.
And the name of my city, and then the name of the city of my God.
Right.
Which is New Jerusalem. Which cometh down out of heaven from my God.
Ooh.
And I will write upon him my new name.
And brothers is wondering why they should stay in the truth. This is proof, man. This is proof right here. Here you got a grown man with children confused on why he should walk this walk of truth. That's crazy to me, man. But listen, you got more? Bring it out.
Drop down to 11.
Go ahead.
Behold, I come quickly.
Uh-huh.
Hold thou fast to which thou hast.
Do what?
Hold thou fast to which thou hast.
Right.
That no man take thy crown.
Right. What's that mean to you?
Appreciate what you got before it's taken away.
And that's a word. That's a word, man. You better appreciate what you got for the Lord take it away, Everything. You better appreciate everything. The things that you be surprised. The things that you take for granted until they gone, right? Let's get some more precepts. Give me John 6 and 65. Get your precept first, though.
All right. It's Revelation 3 and 2. Be watchful and strengthen the things that which remain. That are ready to die.
Right. What's that mean to you?
Strengthen the things that you got, and don't be unappreciative to the things that you don't have. Don't say why don't I have this or why don't I have that?
Right.
And appreciate what you got.
Appreciate what you do have. Go ahead.
For I have not found thy works perfect before God.
What's that mean?
It means if you being ungrateful already, that means that you wasn't even believing in the first place.
Right. The Lord said, look, you complaining about what you got, and look, you not even right. You complaining, but you still got work. I haven't even found your works perfect, but yet you complaining. That's how the Lord looking at us, man. You don't even have time to complain. You better make sure you're right when I come back, man. Read that again.
Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain.
Why?
That are ready to die.
A lot of brothers are ready to die. You ready to walk away because you unappreciative of what the Lord gave you. He gave you this knowledge and this truth, man. Go ahead.
That are ready. For I have not found thy works perfect before God.
Read.
Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt know what hour I will come upon thee.
Right.
And thou shalt not know what hour I come upon thee.
Right, Lord gonna sneak up on you. So give me John 6 and 65. You know? John 6 and 65.
Book of John, chapter 6 and verse 65.
Bring it out.
And he said, therefore said I unto you, that no man can come unto me, except it were given unto him of my Father.
Right. And I didn't understand that in the truth, that no man can come unto the Father except to be the will of the Most High. Except to be the will of the Father. You can't force nobody into this truth. You just got to give them right from wrong. You got to tell them the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if the Spirit is working with that brother, hey, man, he's going to overcome. If not, hey, keep reading.
66. For that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him.
What happened?
Many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him.
Right, we at that time now. We at that time where brothers is uncertain about this truth. They uncertain about following Yahweh Shai. And they going back and walking with Yahweh Shai no more. Keep reading.
Verse 67. Then Yahweh Shai said unto the 12, will you also go away?
That's the choice. That's the question. Will you also leave? Will you also leave? Because a lot of people leaving, man. A lot of people doubting. Here it is, we at the end. And brothers beginning to doubt. Here it is, Russia is talking about bombing America. Israel, Trump, and Netanyahu Ben Hayu, whatever his name is, the minister over there in Israel just made a peace treaty. Right? Here it is, who was it? I believe either North Korea is testing their ICBM missiles, man. Iran is testing their weaponry. And it's being said that they've already achieved nuclear capacity, man. So what you think? Look, those people, they strap bombs to themselves and walk in crowds and say Allah Akbar, and they hold it down for what they believe in. What you think they gonna do when they get a nuclear bomb, man? You think they gonna hesitate? They not gonna hesitate. They gonna write Allah Akbar on the tip of the missile, and they gonna write, death to big Satan and death to little Satan on the side of the missile, and they gonna kaboom, man. And we right there. And at the same time, these nations are building bombs and preparing for war. You got an idiot in the White House saying peace and safety. It just shows you like we at the end. So keep reading. He said, will you what?
And Yahweh Shai said unto the 12, will you also go away? Then Simon Peter answered to him, Lord, to whom shall we go?
Right.
Thou hast the words of eternal life.
Right. Where we gonna go else to receive eternal life? It's these words that keep us, man. Because these words that we live by, these are the words that form the earth. And when you understand that, you can understand that, okay, these words will frame your world too. These words are tried. You know what I mean? Give me Isaiah 46 and 10 real quick. These words have been tried. I've tried them. They've survived the test of time. You know, none of these prophecies have failed. You looking at them, especially in Deuteronomy, man. When I looked at Deuteronomy and the prophecies in there, it's like, that was just a game. That was a no-brainer. That was a game changer. Give me that Isaiah 46:10.
Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning.
Doing what?
Declaring the end from the beginning.
What else?
And from ancient times, the things that are not done yet.
Saying what?
Saying, my counsel shall stand.
And what else?
And I will do all my pleasure.
Right, man. Declaring the things that are... Read that one more time, man. The Lord, hey, man. The Lord read this.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
So he declared the end before it happened. And we're watching it come to pass. Go ahead.
And from the ancient times, things that are not yet done.
Right. He told us that these nations would align against America and bomb it. He told us that America would be saying peace and safety, which they are now. He told us that we'll be in captivity in the land that we didn't know, speaking a language that is not our own, and not realizing that we're the Israelites. What else?
Saying, my counsel shall stand.
And what else?
And I will do all my pleasure.
So he said, everything that I said was going to happen is going to happen. And I'm going to do it all. One by one by one. So these are the words that you have to stand on. You can guide your life with these words. It's an easy thing, right? So, let me see. I think I had one more precept and we can end it, you know. Give me Luke 14 and 28. Luke 14 and 28.
Book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
For which of you intendeth to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost?
What's that mean to you when it comes to this truth? You know, because we're building the temple of the Most High. But you have to count the cost. What's that mean to you?
For which of you intendeth to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he hath sufficient to finish it.
Read on.
Lest happily, after he laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him.
So what's that mean to you?
I think it's saying, basically, be ready. If you come into the truth, be ready to sacrifice and to endure for the Lord. Because if you're not ready, when you fall, your enemy's going to laugh at you. That's
exactly what it's saying. You got to consider that thing. Is you really about this life? A lot of brothers, they full of talk. This get that scripture where it say let me see if I can find it. High calling, right? Hold on, I got it. It is Philippians 3 and 14. Yeah, a lot of brothers, they just full of talk, man. You know, you quit everything that you started and you just tried things for hobby's sake. A lot of brothers, they enter this thing, they was never intending on finishing it. You didn't consider what it might take. You got to consider that. Everything had to be considered, and you got to count the cost. What happens? Well, you got to consider what happens if my wife leaves me. A lot of brothers don't consider that when they come into this truth. What happens if my father turns his back on me? What happens if I lose my job? What happens if my children begin to hate me? What happens if I start losing good health and strength in my body? You got to consider all these things, because these are the things that you may face, man. You know, you have to consider that. And you have to say in your mind and your heart, man, nothing's going to separate me from the love of God. And that's where I am. And I can't choose that for you. Even though you my son, I can't choose that for you. That's what he just showed us in when we read 65. John 6 and 65. No man can come to the Father lest the Father drew him. You know, paraphrasing. So we all have to make this decision, this conscious decision within ourselves, man. Are you fit for this, man? Give me that. Philippians
3 and 14. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Yahweh Shai.
Right, I press towards that. And that's what you got to do. Hey, if a brother starts slowing up, man, you try to help him as much as you can. But look, man, we at that time now where, hey, you got to cut some people off. That's where we at. Brother just dragging his feet, cut him off, man. Because you got to press, you know, you got to press towards this high calling, man. This is the call. Where there's this thing called, you know, the Marines, right? The Marines is like one of the top military companies within the United States, man. They got this thing called the Crucible. The people died in the Crucible, but in order to be a Marine, you have to pass the Crucible. You know, I seen grown men cry, break, trying to pass this Crucible, all because they wanted to become a Marine, which is the high calling of this world. Even this world, even United States has a high calling. They call it the few, the proud, the Marines. The few. That's what Paul's talking about, the few, man. The few. This high calling, man, it ain't for everybody. It ain't fair. That's why brothers you need to make your mind up in the beginning. Don't waste time. If you want to go to the world, man, live your best life, bro. But if you want to live this and walk this life and see this thing through and get this crown of glory and achieve this high calling, then do that. Give me Colossians 3 and 25. Colossians 3 and 25. We're going to end with this.
Colossians 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall
Give me 23.
Verse 23. And whatsoever you do it.
And what?
Do it heartily. And whatsoever you do it heartily.
Unto what?
As to the Lord.
Right.
And not unto men.
Right.
Knowing that the Lord ye shall receive. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward for the inheritance.
Right. Whatever you do it with all your heart, with all your strength, you know? Don't do nothing half-hearted, man. Because you're not going to get the results that you need in life. That's anything. You go and get on a basketball team and you half run the suicides, you're not going to make the A team. You're going to be over there practicing with the B team, so you're going to develop on the B team level. But if you gave everything that you needed to give, most likely you was going to be on the A team practicing with the elite. When I was on the squad, 18, I was first 5. Why? Because I couldn't shoot as good as the rest of the players when I first started. But nobody on the court hustled harder than me, man. The coach has seen that, you know, and that's how you want to be in this truth. You want to, you know, it's to the point where you got to, hey, look, we can't let nobody slow us down, man. What you had? You had something?
I have to reread this.
Oh, reread. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye shall serve the Lord Yahushua.
Right. That we give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Shalom.